I'm a Minia Audi Mahama Elmenchen. I was looking forward to Andy Kankam also joining us this morning, but I'm saying Miniano circumstances beyond his control, and you know, I may not see him. But even in his absence, I think I need to do this and celebrate my brother. But Audu, good morning.
Morning.
Na I know what I'm saying. No watch it, but you can't watch it.
No correct. No. Ira won kwemu kakra.
Sir, upon you marry
yeah. My main for opportunity way. Either
Global Media Alliance.
Global Media Alliance, ETV, Happy FM, any way. We end on Mercy. Now, since I started program, we have be a moya do. Now we appreciate what you've been doing for us. Now, I feel we did so yes. So last year, there no, yes, from Kafu so a different different level. Until a better mercy. Now a year love our mushu ye every year at the end of every season. Now Yankupon and Mama Juma Koso. Now
me Baosuno. Now most of the times what we do is say you train only penny assassins, you know. I think you best celebrate, you know.
Yeah.
I think you didn't to your status. Na yakase o asumesi say. But this morning I want to say a big thank you to Andy Kankam for being a brother. Andy, unim Andia. For my father, so the near ding and this and that and that. But Andy is one person that I can boldly say has been a good brother.
Yes.
A real good brother.
Yeah.
Controversial he is. For want of a better word, make us a cream kakransu anymore. But Andy is a brother.
Oh yes.
Andy is a brother. And Andy, I would want the world to know that I'm proud to have you as a brother.
Yes.
I mean, oh, Andy, I feel, hey, who are you fan? You see, me fear. What the other be out, she fear. Pierre, you see, you, Matty, be Pierre. Masa, my corner name, wow. You see, you, Matty, or the bass, what do you want to be Pierre? You know, Andy would make the effort to get in touch with you to find out how you are doing. And I think I need to let the world know Andy ought to be celebrated.
Yeah.
How do? Me yeah me show what your baby me so meeting baby.
Yes.
Me can't just say BTA show no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when say o phone animal so and viewers of the show would most of the time see me say my family phone.
Yes.
Me family phone na that is how do. And I send a message. Sami, check here. There is this story here. It speaks about the thing you guys are discussing.
Yes.
And so you direct me sometimes on some of the issues that we are discussing.
Yeah.
How do? I'm grateful. Yeah. It's not that just you are sitting here that you contribute to the discussion, but even at home.
Yeah.
And I'm always moved by the fact to say, Minia, whilst I will feel now there are other shows that are discussing equally pertinent issues, but you are listening to your brother. Yeah. And I appreciate that very much. I'm grateful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Obimanu, baby, I will be Minia, for the love, the kindness. I remember one incident, and I'll share it. I don't mind. I remember one time I had an issue, and I'm afraid out. Masa, many issue with you. I said, "Many problem. Every service issue we say." And before I could say Jack, now, you solve the issue no. Yeah, I'm grateful. Yeah, I'm a suspect kakra. I'm a suspect.
Oh, yeah, big suspect.
Yeah, a suspect kakra. And then David Tamaklo,
yes,
my brother.
Yeah.
Dave, good morning. Oh, I know I throw allegations in Kwa. When you make big man, so you know go call me. I said, my Dave, you the big man past me. And David never wants to be a big man.
Yes, he's always a small boy.
Yeah, he's always a small boy.
Or pretending.
Yeah, let me see. I mean, I'm making Dave, I'm grateful to you for being my brother. The love you show me, I don't take it for granted at all. I'm grateful to you guys for being there for me, for the interesting conversations. And I thank God that they understand that is the work. And so when I'm doing it, we should move on freely. Okay.
Mame so many for opportunity na many
Indeed.
They are wonderful human beings. We obi meno dear, obi a onim mene, obi meno dear. Everybody knows. Obi a onim mene now onim say mene no relationship since 1999. Every year close. We've never departed from each other. and we've been so close, and he's been so supportive. And there were Nyankopon and your relationship because so. Andy Susa, Andy there, me can't feel about me fear. Honestly, they watch any already. He's a wonderful guy, character. David, Yana, Menono, ye kakraka. Now you have spoken about David. David will be
humble.
Well, very humble, very humble. Ube hunu showed so or to be misbehaving kakra. Now that's part of misbehaving. Yeah, that's how we are. But David is a wonderful character. Only very good guy, and we need to keep the relationship going so that we may have different views on matters. By any animal, first of all, we are in the same profession. For the benefit of a betterment of Ghana. So as we go into, we have come into 2022. No, I hope you say
but for the record, if I say me come over to say Andy Kankam there, claim one more. Yes,
Andy
can come there, claim one more.
Andy, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Remember,
no namo kakas one a satan tobu tono. In fact, you spoke about the issue at Ewo Kaswa. Me old lady to Kaswa auntie. I'm a frequent me call Kaswa almost all the time. Now, police station or any police for largely they contribute to traffic never. Indeed. Sometimes we also must stop it. Trotro for no. Apart from trotro for no, must stop it no. No must search cars. I stop it cars war. No must block kwano. We also say in front to na kwano da ho. And yet back no nyina eba old barrier. You know saying?
Yes, old barrier.
Challenge traffic hachi. Meanwhile the front after Tobu to know that ho. Because of that area, the police force. Sometimes come to me check us before Tobu to know. No more block kwani. And I don't police voice and come direct traffic no omo traffic. Funny
thing is, most of them are not MTTD phone pool.
No, they are not.
They are not MTTD.
They are not MTTD. Now much now no block kwani sometimes. Because many are Republic press somewhere. One day or try about extortion. Na me no nya kakra say ebia but near me cost one say also menim say head of MTTD on fan in ko na omon easy traffic na wo no yes to boot na traffic me you money me about to booting but I think the police will have to MTT before they have to sit up and make traffic flow in that stretch, that corridor.
True. But then you shall finance you take for some strike and
yes,
meaning say but meaning of the two, you tag and then the reversal of the benchmark value of Mampenisi, they should hold on until consultative processes have been completed.
Yes.
Whichever of them you want to talk on.
Yeah, better mark and say
one man show.
One man show. Me name baby Andy. You talk there no. Men can one say. Look, let's face it. I think that government needs to be more on the UTAC, serious on the UTAC matter. Only say UTAC problem has started since 2013. Abana na was no 2013 FSC time and free power. The problem was not resolved. President Akufo-Addo abide by since 2017. FSC the same problem. Aden. Now a lecturer ebia why be a professor. That's all a salary. Or Jenny pay slip. I also say ebia watch some small boy be ne obey MP article 71 office holder.
Yeah.
Or share ebia student no crowd share no ebia no abon kakra. They say one also be MP. Or share the salary as a professor many years in academia. Or share in MP. And boy, no, our chair, no, our bunker crowd, so he says, yeah, maybe 3 times or 4 times more than him. how will you? It doesn't give him a say Juma Oyeno is being appreciated by the state. We have to be serious about our teachers. Meaning say teachers or more numbers soon. The slightest increase in their salaries will change a payroll amount in the workers. But Aban free senior high school, free education, senior high school education, OVA SSR, Infana Oko University. Until from primary school, your educational system, reforms. Our teachers are so key in transforming our education. Until young fat Aban be find any teachers. Now, from basic level up to the university, if we want to transform this economy through education, and that's what government says it intends to do. If you are doing that, then the teacher must be key. Teacher is also teacher ye. Obe ye ne juma be ye. You also be ye more encouraged to support your educational drive. But if after how many years since 2013, university lecturers Oma fight say better conditions of service. Then you go into negotiations. You agree on certain points. You don't implement those. Now you come back to square one. It doesn't help. Education now also build. And I think that they need to come together again. Both sides, the employer and the employee, must sit at the round table with. Labor Commission, Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, now Labor now Omaye Nemo is Omoye. Look, it is very important to say, you're teacher ye. Country be our education is key. Now, education, as I said, teacher is central to everything. Say teacher no is not well motivated, or no crowd, no knowledge, no empathy or students, no crowd be a perform. Knowledge, because it's not in the right frame of mind to deliver. And there's a show here, pana. Say, omo cost the schools are just reopening universities. Say, be omo. So we need to be very critical as a state. Support to omo na or they go back to the classroom. Look, we can meet them halfway. You better imagine omo halfway. For now, start BB to encourage them. Say, look, government is serious in solving their problems. But if you go and tell them that when you see that expenditure BB, say sometimes some people are benefiting, others are not benefiting. And one central thing, so we have to be critical on salary structure of this country, our salary structure. And one of the things here in it is about. People have been talking about Article 71 office holders, and we need to revisit that situation. Constitutional reforms say, look, we need to bridge a gap a bit. I've been a sympathizer of politicians because of demands and how Omo need the resources to even satisfy our demands.
Yeah. But
we also need to look at other workers. Ghana, we need to meet them halfway so that we all go to the same market, so that they will also be able to cope with hardships. So it's very important. Say best support too, your best support here. They you talk over there about on some share mona. Say their problems will be at least we more hope be. Say you are ready to meet them in a particular way. Now say, okay, these are your proposals. I went to me meeting now, but these are the things we can implement now. And even if it is, you tell them, let them know, say you are ready to follow through a report and our recommendations now. You have all agreed, say, move implement it. Why are you delaying implementing those recommendations? And it is very important. Say, look, me have teachers there, massa. If all of us sitting here say are not like teachers or which they are there, we may not be on this show.
True.
We may not contribute little I contribute for the development of this country. So the teacher is very central to the education of every person, everybody in the country. So teachers, so it's very important.
Nani hona yemba na afi no yentoa nkomotwetwe so live our ETV and a happy 98.9 FM. Welcome back. We have 20 more minutes before the show comes to an end. You are live on happy 98.9 FM and ETV Ghana. Unse I would make a say padiwe or a troublesome guy. Or by a boys and inside be me short in is our Shane TV so. I would no. Well, when I move come on into the snow be a who's aba. And they can come across.
Sammy.
Nezem.
So, Boko, official, I would do official.
Now, Uncle Shane here.
And the SS American.
Okay, oh, there, yeah.
We're higher.
Oh, there. Yeah, you know, any more so bad that I think.
But
Andy
wonderful guy. But I think that I said something in your absence. Yes. I don't think you heard, but I think
I was monitoring the show.
Yeah, but I need to let the world know that I appreciate you very much.
I appreciate all of you.
A good guy.
Andy is an extremely good guy.
A good guy.
Andy is an extremely good guy. And no problem no. And no problem no. Sir, I'll call you back no. I'll call you back no. Is that the way I?
Was setting your phone. Who friend I'll call you back.
Good boy, I'll call you back.
But Andy, seriously. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, yes. I am grateful to have you as a brother. I mean, the love you show, sometimes, you know, Nancy, them so sakra, last quarter of the year, 2021. Now, and the Bible said, a Bible messages in Bible messages in now, what's a prophecy? I prophesy into your life. Let me show Andy. If I'm not able to say it in public, then it means that I don't appreciate
I appreciate all of you. So I would be concerned if you're there. It may cause confusion.
Yeah.
You are all wonderful guys. David Tamer Club, Ben Isaac, our producer.
Tell Haji I want to eat rice.
More management, yeah, that was it.
Oh,
you've been wonderful.
Very, very.
Same as last year.
Global media.
More president no be. One was a machine for you. Me share that.
Me say.
Some bahasi and then me be damasi. The more dias and then so you damasi.
Me say.
The more print no be na machine.
Me say print no more me pay home. Next time me share baha.
Because
and it means say you see and I say me no. Me jai show new host.
Yes.
Na me be panelist.
Na also ya.
Sanya
last edition no when you have na you. Because no cause confusion. Many of them no by no when you. Moko Kumasi by no.
Yeah. That's true.
Some wonderful
global media.
Open now we click no. Eba mic no. Okay. Sound no yeah.
Nti Sami me
da never home. Na de anka de come asem kra
because
adoya emoye kra na you kra very important.
Sometimes Sami discuss it been now sending a test when say they are following and Sami me say maybe woman be free with the school in sense Sami say more follow up.
Yes, oh yes, I took it. It's here. I've marked it.
Partition no ya me say no so kwan ho problem me kakra in some on o se kru no de ye na nsi oto a e no mo bre
no
nti
na sa una o se so to kru mu dia
also o ti posh
una se also ti posh ya dia na problem
na
o se nsi oto a na o so na
amakwata say this year road garo nti
anyway back to the issue.
I think we were talking about UTAG.
Yeah, UTAG strike.
My brother, I would do a cancer. A teacher for this, they said, your market you are, and you're having a some of you are. And yesterday I was in a report shared with me by Dr. Tando, a senior lecturer at GIMPA, basically about the attrition rate or the public universities, how people are leaving the honorable profession. Because enkoyi no join politics. Into government, as I say, omohwe no moka UTAC for asemi tewu for asemi nenkonkosi. It has been an age-old problem. And I think that we need to be decisive, and I mean government, to solve this issue once and for all. They be a say yenisika. Even when they go into negotiation and they agreed on ABCYZ, aban enye oma what they are supposed to do. And so you see, these teacher bodies have a reason to go on strike. Because if a government agency can spend 100,000 Ghana cedis, 100,000 Ghana cedis on Xmas 3 for Kotoka International Airport, and the justification is that over the years, almost spending sir. But your crowd here, you have some Ghana for. Ama, you are spending only 100,000 cedis. How can you tell us this? How? When you are telling us that, Massa, we should tighten our belt, we should bear with you because of the COVID, and you're telling us this? No, I have personally, I'll be going to the transport minister, and I think the transport and aviation minister, say now, the board chair of the aviation will say, Eka, say 100,000 now almost spending on Xmas 3, no? Ghana Airport Company. Yeah, and I think it's under aviation. And now because of merger,
transport and aviation.
Yes. So, sir, over the years, almost spending more than that. We are spending 100. Only one of the many trees now, you are justifying this when government is struggling to get money to pay UTAC and the rest, and this man is still at post. He must be fired. It's an insult. You are insulting Ghanaians. Say, Massa, I'm Xmas 3, 100,000. Now, who are you? Who Papa Sika? Will you spend such money? Will you sell such an amount on Xmas 3? You should come and tell me. Sir, any personal, I will say, money, and now is that a way to spend the money? Because almost say I buying the will be on fire buying home, and so people can just engage in reckless expenditure, and they will turn around to come and justify this. So you take for some call striker, strike. Some woman now friend and say Omaba school, ne mamuko school na up to now yeah. Mun follow up. Mubeka se mekai. Ebi asa striking sense some ya boba yao. Also, they also threaten this strike action because of a more condition of service in Nasefo. But if not that, I think almost one concoct radio no. But I want the president to take keen interest in this matter, and that not directly the president, but the transport and aviation minister. It's a Ghana Airport Company, the board chair, justification of the you say 100,000 now must spend on Xmas 3 no a year na Ghana phone call mon ntum no sa atem didie no massa atem didie no yen faso. He must be fired.
You mean Paul Ademochi
must be fired. This year 2022 we are going to be radical for Mother Ghana. We won't allow people to just come and lord it over us and just get away with it. It's the taxpayers' money. Is it your money? Will you spend your father's money on this on such thing?
But is it not an administrative decision that would have been taken by either a general manager or a director? Why should it be the board chair?
Listen, but the board chair came with a justification.
Yes, but
that he has to come out because over the years, almost spending more than that on Xmas 3. We crowd here. Me na me busa say, "Woo, Papa Sika, we be sa." You wow bottom Sika, we spending 100,000 on Xmas 3. And you are telling us this is the lowest you have spent? You are insulting us? And he's still at post?
Well, now we can about a management decision. The problem I have now, man, who say, a very good, your friend say, fool, Manasi, Azuria winning, a postie. What share receipts, pro forma invoice, the receipts they buy, they were all addressed to the board chair. And that I find to be a bit off. Yeah. Well, if it is management, why would board chair be directly involved in
daily
in these matters, because I thought that it would have been addressed to even the managing director of Ghana Airport Company.
Exactly.
Why the board chairman addressing Mano bills and forward the board chair? Is it that he was directly involved in the pitches the pitches of the same motor
me de minim ne go
no
but there's Krampa. I mean
but that's not even the matter. What has it do? One for you see over 100,000. But there were two. One back here 84, and yes. Back here is it 20 something or 30 something? Me figure me check here and come who refi. Oh, I did me no now. Is a little over 100,000.
You are telling us that
decorate. Yes, every year be our more year. Yeah, now say conditions now say it's almost because yes, never mind you, master. Come
on, for. You are talking about how people put body and soul together.
Now say we if 100,000. I don't know the number of workers or more. Now say our chair now will be annual 200 Ghana cedis, 300 Ghana cedis. Was it will be more. Nyankopon beshira more than what you have 3 there. But
it's good for the optics of it and for the beautification purpose. That is it.
Commitment to show that we actually cutting costs. Yeah, we are struggling to government.
But then
would it get revenue?
Would it then not suggest that there might be administrative gaps? I mean, in the company?
Don't go there. Yes. We don't have time. Because, board chairman or more, they behave as executive board chairman or persons.
In fact,
board chair. Company. And they behave. They want to dictate the pace. You see, you are just an advisory body. When it comes to the day-to-day running of the it's the management. Oh. So even it is questionable that those invoices were directed to the board chair. Why? It is the management that has to present, say, oh, these are the invoices that we have. We need your approval as a board, exactly. Whether to spend that money or not.
There are even thresholds
the management,
that do not need board approval.
Yes.
Thresholds were. Yes. I don't know the threshold of MD and I work Ghana Airport Company, but mostly around 100,000 there, management can take those decisions. But if a board chair is directly involved in this, it's a big problem.
All right. Your 2 minutes, seeing that you are not just guests or panelists on the show, but you are members of the show. Most of some followers or come on Krata.
Yes.
And I'm sure at the beginning of the year you may have a word or two for people who read your papers.
Yes.
Under 2 minutes, 1 minute each, 1 minute each. How do you say?
Oh, I didn't say I said that many and also we have to be critical. We have to support to
constructively.
Na Ghana beko year. I think that for 2022 it will not be business as usual.
Yeah.
We will support government to promote its policies, but we also caution that we will not hesitate to expose any government official who affected this country. We will not shake that responsibility. Whilst we support government to develop this country, we also put government on its to say Nema because so government officials, you should be careful. Say lenses are on them. We do as this expected of us, so that Ghana Ghana beko ye ama enyana. So government officials who take decisions in accordance with due process and the law, so that our lenses will not be on you. Right. That's very important. So that because every paper be supported buying. Now said no a true story about against a buyer a betrayer. Any betrayer, we are all fighting for the benefit of this country. So all government employees should be warned that we will have different lenses in 2022.
So I think I think the MPP NDC is all about better Ghana. They want to build Ghana. They want our lives to be better. And those of us who have elected ourselves as media practitioners, we'll continue to educate, entertain, and inform Ghanaians, and we'll do that without fear or favor. Sammy, to end, I think the SIM card re-registration, it is endangering the lives of Ghanaians. Sammy, the Gulf House, the NIA office, you know the primary document to get the registration is the NIA card or the Ghana card. Let me just, and traffic need free, food and standard authority. So huge traffic. And you see old ladies, 60, something, 70 queuing. And those attendants, the telcos, the way they talk to the customers. I went there to observe. Last week, Wednesday, Thursday, I was there. We could observe here. So, Professor Ken Atefa, yes, Remo. If we, and I would do lecturer, former NIA boss, right? Dr. Haji.
Yes.
Said something. He raised some very pertinent issues. Said they need to suspend the exercise. Like what the president has done in the benchmark value for more consultation. So what consultation went into this registration? Even the platform now, NCA are creating, they cannot even deploy. The telcos cannot even deploy. Because you see, we are in the era of digitization. And so if the vice president is championing digitization, and I think this is a whole thing now, globally is digitization. Since I must be able to do all these things. And I think that what his lecturer was saying is that why should we allow the telcos to be taking biodata of people? It is not done. He called there some relevant sections of the law. So I think that this exercise, one, must be suspended for broad consultation, and this exercise should be an all-year, we say, exercise. Why is it that in this country, what will bring revenue to government, the processes, we have to queue for everything. Even when you are going to buy wachi, outside the premises of this, we say, you have to go and queue. We queue for everything in this country.
All right. My lecture, my lecture, I've looked at issues I raised, There are some of the issues my lecturer is not entirely right. Some of the issues, because we don't have time to go into a...
Sammy, next week Monday, inshallah, Rabbi, there are issues to talk about. I will resume February. For me,
only Juma till February.
The time national.
Look, this thing started since October. Ghana for yes, as one thing.
No, I disagree with you. I disagree with you. This one, and I disagree with you.
And I started.
I waited for the Vodafone one. MTN, me rule honum. And I'm saying, wait a minute to me. Nipe go honum.
MTN,
this was last year.
Almost subscribers. Yes. What kind of measures na MTN as a corporate institution?
I mean, if you are embarking on such a project, you should have all these things in place.
They need to keep their customers.
Who is the head of the
MTN needs to keep their customers. What measures are they deploying? Say, or mobile register.
Anyway, the time national.
We talk, say, people don't consult, policymakers don't consult. The E-levy, we said same, say, when telecom chamber out say man consortium was a blot on the government. Well, as Engineer Sibe was saying, say, it was after problems started building up regarding the processes, and now. All right.
On what?
Next week Monday. Next week Monday we will repeat. Next week Monday we will repeat.
This started in October last.
Before we leave, I said the
telecos, so they be sleeping.
Okay.
They be sleeping.
All right.
I just started in October last year. MTN will have to devise
Monday, next week Monday, it will be the same panel that will be here, and then we'll have the conversation. But I would like to thank you for being a part of the show this morning. Andy, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you joined me this morning. Me follow this year, the minute one and I
say. He's a suit wearing.
Yeah, on the Happy Morning Show.
Oh no, a suit wearing journalist.
So we can't